Default dance bomb. I know you're not. I have loads of skins. I am this girl. Default only. Well, the live event was sick, wasn't it? Why? I know. It's Bones still. Did you see the Nexus? The Nexus is at the map now. Is it Loot Lake? The Nexus? It's good. I think if the robot took all the power of the one shot, you're like, but I will beat you. Yeah, he took Kevin's corpse. Wait, maybe Kevin made the Nexus. So now he stole Kevin. Yeah, I can't believe he did. Yeah. Can you ready up, please? How much points you got? Same here. I got 3 kills last match. I'm really good at Fortnite because a few days ago I was on Combat Pro. So then like a few weeks, so then he told me to change to Builder Pro. So then I'm on Builder Pro and I'm a god at Builder Pro now. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna start every day. I'm gonna practice on it. Do it. No, you finish.
I've already got orange juice to give me so much energy.
I
need to stay up.
Why?
I'm so tired right now.
Oh God. Did you stay awake Did you stay up last night all night?
Yeah.
I stayed up till 3 in the morning.
No way.
I did, and then I went to sleep because I'm too tired. Whenever you're using it, look at huh? I don't know. I just do. The bones are still there. You're the corpse. The corpse. Corpse. There's an axe. There's a book. The bungie. We need to stay. Get to Kevin. Come on. We need to get to Kevin's corpse. Oh my God, Kevin the Cube is now. As Kevin the Cube got reborn into a circle. No! The circle of doom! Circle. No! Oh, wait, Kevin the Spear. Oh, come here. I got 2 minis for you. He must have been dead for so long that he's back. Yes, Queen. Drink your minis. Drink your mini. No, I wouldn't go of it. Alright. Now drink more. Nom nom nom. I know. I just threw it at your face. I just threw it. Yo, that's going even more weirder now. It's going even faster. It's like, yes, Queen. This is Kevin the Cube 2.0. Something. The bunker is cracked all the way. Literally, there's literally no point. There's a monster like, boy, I need to get in this bunker. Nope, but the robot all killed him. Oh, gross. When he comes back in that sky, he's gonna eat that because that's bugger. Oh, I'm joking. He's gonna eat his own bugger. And then, come here back, bugger, I'm gonna eat you. How do you do? Yes, I actually got you. I threw it at your face. No, that was the robot. No, I meant that was the monster last time I was here. Do you have this pickaxe? Oh, that's sad. It was the best. Do you have this pick? No, mine. Yes. You got the pick. You got the hotties in the bed. Oh. I'm going to kill you. The boy. Oh, I love Dyer. That's my favorite skin. Oh, my second favorite. I love Master Kev. I got that an A+. How much points do you have? 205. I do. I need getting Champions to League. Yeah, you get money. Like, if you get first place, you get $1 million. No, but there's points. You have 10 matches, there's points. So, yeah. 30 points in one match. Oh, then you'll be qualified to finals. You weren't in division. You weren't in. Oh, that's sad. What's his name? Okay. But I'll help you. I'll try my best. What? I hate when that happens, don't you? Ouch. I broke my legs. Help me. Help me help you. Because you ain't hungry like me. Because I ain't even hungry. Because I ain't even hungry. Wait, so there's a poor person who's hungry, but the person who's rich is even more hungry? What the hell? That sounds wrong. That sounds like LEA. That sounds like LEA. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, you actually got that. Bum, 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 bum. Follow me. Let's go to the sword. Enemies on me. Enemies. Enemies. Godzilla. Shot him, help. Help. Hit for 27. Again. Help and shot. Go up, go to him. Don't disappoint me. Oh, he's whitened. Got him. See what I did to him? Nah, we ain't. We ain't, man. Look at my speed. Well, if we were actually real defaults and we killed it, we would be crap. Ooh, this guy's good. Been shot out. Don't know actually. When the robot punched the monster, looks like the monster jaw just broke. No! No! Coming. Push it. Let him in. Let them in. I got spikes. Got one. Helped. Oh, yes! Let's go, man. We're going so good, we are. No, it's all you. Do you want a chug jug? I got a chug jug. Who do you think's better? Who do you think's better, your friend or me? Yeah, enemies here. Drink the chug jug. That would be insane. I just got one matter. Come on. There's no time to waste, soldier. Mr. God's in here, Mary. I don't know. I'm taking all the shotguns and ARs, so I already have. Yeah, how did where's the monster that hide? Because he just stabbed the sword right through his eye. And that was loud. No, enemies are shooting at us. Let's get out of here, get out of here. Let's go to the lake. Let's go to Kevin's corpse. Yeah. Meet them. Yeah. Oh my god. Shit. Sorry, I'll come in a minute. How are they healing? Yeah, they're healing, ain't they? Are they weak? Are they weak? That's right, noobs. I did just. GG. Was there two of them? Nah. I know, he was actually a good one. He was a good soccer skin, but not a sweaty sock. No, not. I could be a soccer skin. I could be one. I could be a 10 one. Do you know, what stage of Vendetta do you have? Yeah. Wait, let me just put.
job he could get. We knew how dangerous it was to get exposed and did everything to blend in. We were managing.
Did you watch my stream to watch the... Do it.
Nightmare. The government was taking new and extreme measures to deport illegal immigrants. This put our entire lives in jeopardy. The daily deportations were increasing rapidly. Hundreds of illegal immigrants were being found. We couldn't risk getting caught because there was nothing, absolutely nothing, waiting for us back home.
Recon! Yeah, I love the bear. The bear was on. We can win at Salty Springs. What? Hi, Sky. Oh yeah. Did you watch my stream for the live event? Oh, dude, my reaction was giving like, oh my god, oh, I have no god. We need to run. We're just lonely defaults. Get him! Quick! Oh no, we're stuck. Pretend we're actual defaults. Happens. It's anti-DM6011. It's my old username. Now I am.
Thinking how disrespectful us kids were these days. Punishment worse. Nothing like that happened again for a few weeks, and I didn't suspect it.
anti-DM6011. Six. L. One. Yeah. Let's get this girl.
I'm a man. I didn't want this child either, but how could I tell Edward I didn't want his baby?
What?
Hi, my name's Mila. I've got a huge problem. My daughter Giselle
I
is the
did.
light of
I
my
knew.
life, but the feeling isn't mutual anymore. Since
No,
Giselle's
I
just
knew
a
it the
little
whole
baby, I've done
time. I knew it the
absolutely
whole
everything
time.
I can to make her life incredible. I fed her,
Could have
clothed
glitched
her,
under the
and been a
map. I
constant
saw a
source of
huge
support and
sword.
love. But recently, Giselle feels like a stranger to me. She's lashing out, she's doing all she can to embarrass me, all because of her greed. I don't like to talk negatively about my daughter, but something sparked inside of her. Something terrible. A few weeks ago, I took Giselle out to school shopping. She was starting at a new school and really wanted to make a good impression. I don't want to say that we're poor, but we don't have money to spend on frivolous things. I'm a single mom, and ensuring that Giselle has a college fund and a place to sleep is the most important thing to me. I work 2 jobs to ensure that Giselle is cared for, and I feel like she doesn't even notice how hard I'm working. Giselle wanted to go into a trendy, expensive store, and I told her we should try the cheap clothes. That's when she lost it on me. She asked if I cared at all about her having nice things. She asked why we couldn't afford stuff like the other kids. It was a whole mess. People were looking at us, watching my daughter yell at me for not taking care of her, and it honestly broke my heart. She never acted like this before. She never cared about what she wore, how she looked, and here she was, freaking out on me. Once school started, Giselle would ask school with a smile.
Oh, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Whee! Come on! Get the gun, get the gun, get the gun! No!
One day, I had enough, and I rejected her. I gave her a few dollars, but she threw them on the ground, enraged, and stormed out of the door. That isn't the daughter I raised. Materialistic, selfish. What was going on in her head? I felt like Giselle was growing further and further away from me. So I took her out to get lunch and maybe try to pick up some affordable stuff for school again. I started talking to her about money, about how important her college fund was compared to these expensive clothes, and she freaked out. She told me I wasn't providing for her. She told me that she didn't have anything she needed to be successful. She even said if she had two parents, if I had saved my marriage with her father, maybe she'd have everything. Those words the eyes from the people around us looking at me like I was a failure.
Hi.
Like I was neglecting my daughter. Those stung more. Giselle.
What? No, dude. Are you fine, bro?
Giselle was ridiculed. Everyone around whispered and glared. I never felt better.
What?
You know where Fortnights are.
Yeah.
Huh?
21?
Yeah.
Oh, I know where number 21 is. Yes. Yeah. No. Ready up. Wait a minute. I'm just buy some toy. Let's see if he joins. He's really good at the game.
Who's joining?
I'm going to see if he wants to.
Someone joining?
No, this guy's really good at the game. His name is Sweden. He's Sweden. Oh, Swedish.
Wait. Can you show me where it is?
That embarrassed.
He might join.
Stormed off to the car with tears in her eyes.
One day at the Walmart joint.
The next day, I got a call from the school. Giselle hadn't shown up to class. Where was she? Where could she have gone? My head was spinning. Had I driven my daughter off? She said cruel things, but I was supposed to be the bigger person. I drove around town, desperate to find her. I checked the parks, friends' houses, everywhere. I couldn't find her car. I couldn't find her until I pulled up to the mall. Giselle's car sat out front. My daughter had skipped school to shop. I was worried she got kidnapped or ran away, and she was just going on a shopping trip with her lunch money. Enraged, I stormed in the doors. I spotted her across the mall in that trendy store. I'm ashamed, but in that moment, I wanted to embarrass her. I wanted her to feel bad. I wanted her to feel as terrible as I had. And then I saw her body language and who she was with. 2 glamorous-looking girls stood opposite of her, and they were laughing. My daughter looked so uncomfortable, so small. I crept forward to listen. The girls were making fun of Giselle's clothes, making fun of her for being poor, telling her if she wanted to hang out with them, she had to look the part. Giselle slipped out her lunch money and went to the counter, a broken look on her face. My daughter didn't think badly of me, of what I provided. She felt bad about herself. She was too embarrassed to say anything to me, to have me in her fear. She didn't want me to know she was being bullied. She met my eye, and I shook my head. It's okay. This isn't you, I mouthed to her. Giselle set the clothes down. She turned to Molly and Maddie, a look of determination on her face. I don't want to wear these clothes. My clothes are fine. Why would I spend money just to look like everyone else? The girls were stunned, like no one had ever told them that before. Giselle glanced to me for reassurance, and I nodded. The girls lashed out at her, calling her a loser, saying they couldn't be her friend anymore. And Giselle walked away. I met her by the car, and she apologized. She was lonely at school and didn't know how else to make friends. She was embarrassed, angry, and her mean words towards me aren't excusable, but they were based on her desperation to escape the ridicule she was getting. Giselle knows now she has to tell me what's going on, that she can tell me the truth and I'll help her through anything. We still bicker, and we don't have everything, but I'm happy to say we've...
Hi, and welcome to Ziffit.com, the site where you can sell your old books, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and games for cash. Do you have stacks of unwanted stuff you no longer need? Well, that's why we're here. Here's what you need to know. On the back of your books, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and games, there is a barcode. Simply download our free app and scan this barcode, and we'll give you an instant price for each item. If you prefer, you can type in the barcode number underneath the barcode directly into this site to get your items' prices. Once you are happy that you have scanned everything, print off your label.
My name is Natasha, and I feel like the loneliest person in this world. You might wonder why. Well, no, it's not because I don't have friends or a boyfriend or a pet. It's because I got disowned by my own family. My mom and dad, who share the same DNA with me, decided that they didn't want me anymore. And the reason for it is unbelievable. Ever since my early childhood years, I never felt loved by my parents. I thought about it a lot and wished to know why they didn't like me. A lot of times I felt like it was my fault, so I tried hard to make them like me. I made them little surprises. I made some cards that said I love you. And when I grew up, I did my best at school just to impress them. I wanted to make them proud. However, I understood at the time that I was just doomed to be unwanted.
Let me get my reboot.
One day, I was on my way home from school, later than usual, when I walked into a group of girls that were known for trouble. They were 4 in number and looked a bit older than me. They were having a dispute among themselves about sharing something. For fear
Yeah, that's that guy.
to the other pathway, only to be double-crossed and asked to surrender whatever valuable was on me. I looked at them with pleading eyes, repeatedly saying that all I had was my bag. The contents of my bag were...
Yes! And my reboot's expired.
Not long after, I shot, which made the group flee. I was half conscious at the time the police van arrived, and the last thing I remember was being lifted off the stretcher into an ambulance. By the time I fully regained consciousness, I realized I was in a hospital with my parents asleep beside my bed. I hoped they were not angry for my unusual lateness to arrive home this time, and opened my mouth to apologize, but the immense pain stood me. The wall clock activated me so that it was more normal, so I must have been blank for hours. Dad started speaking, with Mum looking at me with scornful eyes. This atmosphere gripped me with fear and heightened when a police officer walked in and said it was good that I was awake. They were all my eyes lit up with expectation to explain the ordeal I had been through and ensure justice was served, only to be shown a pistol and asked if it was mine. My jaw dropped at the instant, unsure if I was being asked the right question. It was explained explained that the pistol was found close to where I helplessly laid up the pathway. There was no second guesses about it, and the real offenders were on the run. I looked from one person to the other in the room that day. I was in search of answers, or at least someone who didn't believe this was us. But from the looks on all their faces, that weapon had a connection with me. If I ever doubted my existence or my parents at its source, it was at a time as crucial as this. My parents did not say a single word in my defense, but only sighed heavily. It was Mom who first left the ward with her arms tears. It shattered my heart. That should be donating me to the slaughterhouse with no charges. They must have been looking for the chance to do so and used the moment when it came in disguise.
It's gone reboot. Someone just got rebooted there.
Incident, I had to go to trials alone, deal with lawyers alone, with the support of no
Dude, when you're shooting, crouch up when you're shooting.
were dropped the instant one of the girls was caught, and she admitted that she had stolen the pistol from her dad. Having to go through all of that wasn't that painful.
Oh, he's like, boy.
Not only
Go.
I was extremely confused. This whole time I was kept in juvenile
Go on.
and my parents never visited me.
No!
Where I got actual
GG.
The decision of my parents to disown me meant that now social services
Yeah,
were looking for
go.
a family to adopt me.
Bye, dude.
I had to stay in the home I wasn't wanted in. Social services told me I had the option to stay in a foster home if going to my parents' house was uncomfortable for me. But no, I wasn't going to let them get rid of me that easily. So I asked them to take me there. After 6 months, I wondered how my parents would react. I can't lie. A part of me hoped that they maybe would have missed me by now. My father opened the door, and his face frowned. "What are you doing here?" he asked. I couldn't believe that those were the first words to come out of his mouth. "I'm innocent," I told him. But that didn't seem to make him happy. He was rather upset and started to give me other reasons why I'm going to be disowned, regardless of whether I was innocent or not. Fine. You don't have to justify why you don't want me. Bottom line, I know I'm not wanted in this family, and I'm not going to force myself in it. I'm just going to hang around here until they find me a new home. My father was surprised to hear that, but he let me in. The first couple of days in that home were just terrible. Things seemed to be normal with my little brother, but my parents completely avoided me. I tried to talk to them, I really did, but they shut me down every time. I was so frustrated, I honestly just wanted to know why they hated me. Until one night, the truth was revealed to me, the time I least expected. I heard a gentle knock on my door in the middle of the night. When I opened it, it was my little brother Eddie. He was whispering things I didn't understand, so I let him in and asked what was up. "You can't tell Mom and Dad," he whispered. After I spent about 10 minutes reassuring my little brother that my parents won't know about this, he finally spoke. He said that he loved me, and he knows my parents are wrong for not loving me. Even though Eddie was too young to fully understand our family's problems, he knew they existed. "I heard them," he said. "They say that you killed a baby." What? Eddie continued to explain that they don't want me because I caused their baby to die, and that's what he always hears me say. I was beyond confused, and Eddie didn't understand what he was talking about. He just repeated words he'd heard. He then went back into his room in a hurry before my parents noticed he wasn't there. I thought about what Eddie said all night. Did I really cause a baby's death when I was young? Did I have a sibling that I caused to pass away? Could it be? The next morning, I couldn't stay silent. I didn't want to get little Eddie in trouble, so I pretended that I heard about it from neighbors. I took a deep breath, and I went to confront them. My mom was in the kitchen. I stood in front of her and said, "I know about the baby I killed." She suddenly stopped what she was doing and said, "How do you know about that?" "The neighbors," I said. But she knew I was lying. I asked her if we could just sit down and to have her explain what was happening. My mother started crying hysterically and told me to go away. We asked her to go to my room. She acted crazy, which made me scared. I went to my room confused. I knew I needed someone's help. I called social services and explained the situation. I was then asked to have a therapist come to our home and try to help. At that point, I would have taken any help I could get. So, days after, a therapist came to our home. He sat with us, but my parents refused to cooperate. The therapist thought it would be best if he sat with my parents alone. After long hours, I was told that I could sit with him. And that was when I started to understand everything. The therapist explained to me that my parents suffer from an unsolved trauma that deeply connects with me. So when my mother was pregnant with me, it wasn't just me. It was another twin.
Hello?
Give 1 2 3 over.
What?
1 2 3 over. You have 2 TTAs.
Even though I was angry at
Can you play with me?
to work on the problems between us. The therapist suggested that we try therapy before we all give up on each other. And they agreed. I have to admit, things didn't improve overnight. It was a long and stressful journey that was very painful for all of us. But that is all, that my relationship with my parents has been improving.
Hey, I'm Sophia, and when I was a kid, me and my family always took trips to the beach. I can still remember how much I loved building sand castles and playing with those cute little crabs. However, one day, I suddenly felt dizzy and noticed that I was completely covered in rashes and hives. I got scared and ran to my mom to tell her that something was wrong. However, my throat was so swollen that I couldn't even speak. My parents saw that I was suffocating and rushed me to the hospital. Luckily, the doctors were able to save my life. But a few hours later, I got diagnosed with solar urticaria, or sun allergy. It means that whenever UV light rays hit my skin, I get rashes that burn like fire. To make things worse, my sun allergy is so extreme that I can't leave the house unless it's nighttime. Or unless I'm wearing a big sweatshirt that covers all of my skin. You can imagine how my whole life changed in an instant. The worst thing was going to school, because all my classmates could play on the schoolyard while I had to stay inside my classroom with the curtains closed. I felt so lonely, and I couldn't even go to the cafeteria to eat with my classmates because it had such big windows and no curtains. Suddenly, I was a complete loner without friends. I guess that's why I hated school, but life at home wasn't perfect either. I had to spend a lot of time with my evil brother. We hated each other, and he always told me that my sun allergy was ruining our family because we couldn't go camping or go to the beach anymore. I also had nightmares where I tried to run away from the sun, but it would follow me into our basement. Once the sun rays hit me, rashes would form on my arms, with blue slime coming out of them, and then I would slowly melt like a snowman on a beach. But most of the time I spent laying in bed crying and wondering if any guy would ever be willing to date a misfit like me. I was about to give up on life, but then my brother had his 13th birthday. My parents asked him if he had any wishes, and he said his only wish was to go back to the beach. My parents got mad at him and told him to be considerate of my sun allergy and to stop talking about the beach. But he started crying, pointed at me, and said I was an evil vampire that was scared of the sun and tried to suck the blood out of our family. I remember feeling so terrible afterwards that I went to my mom and asked if she could bring me to a foster home because I didn't want to be a burden to our family anymore. Luckily, I have the greatest mom in the world, and she said that she would never, ever leave me because she just loves me too much. I guess that's exactly what I needed to hear. Because the next day, I decided once and for all to stop being a victim of my sun allergy and to finally take control of my life again. I joined an indoor hockey team to make new friends. I bought a telescope and took my family out to the beach and watched the stars at night. And I stopped thinking of my sun allergy as something bad that happened to me. And instead, I started to think of it as something good that happened for me and that made me become a stronger person. Now I'm in college and people here are much more understanding. Some even think it's cool that I have a sun allergy. And there was one cute guy who approached me and said he always wanted to date a good-looking vampire like me. And I've also decided that if I should ever get married, that it will be during a solar eclipse, because that would be so romantic. I guess it sounds crazy, but at this point in my life, I'm truly grateful for my sun allergy. It taught me that the events in our lives don't control us, but that it's all about how we react to those events. The first 2 years after I developed my sun allergy, I couldn't stop pitying myself, and I spent every night crying myself to sleep and wondering why life was so unfair to me. However, now I realize that complaining about things you can't control doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time and energy. Instead, I try to only focus on those things that I do have control over, like studying for school or having a good time with my family, playing board games and making jokes. I just want to thank you for listening to my story. I hope you learned something from it. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more animated stories. Hey, my name is Jolene, and this story is about my evil stepsister, Vanessa. When I was 9 years old, my mom knew her. Her new husband was okay, but his daughter was a 12-year-old witch that tried to make my life hell. One time she came into my room and asked if I wanted to see a magic trick. I said yes, but she told me I had to tie my foot to the bed first so I wouldn't run away. Of course, I was scared, but she told me not to be a baby, so I agreed. Once I was tied up, she brought the vacuum cleaner into my room and said, "Welcome to my magic show. Today, I will make a hamster disappear." I immediately realized what she had planned and screamed, "No, no!" And I desperately tried to break my foot free, but it was hopeless. Next, Vanessa turned the vacuum cleaner on, walked over to my hamster's cage, and plop! She had sucked him up into the vacuum cleaner. I was screaming like crazy. My poor Mr. Blinky. Finally, I managed to untie my foot and I ran to the vacuum cleaner to rescue my hamster, but I couldn't find it. Then Vanessa said, "Ha, I just pranked you. Your stupid hamster is still alive." She pulled him out of her sweatshirt and he was home. That's the kind of person she was. She made my life hell for years until she ran away from home at age 17 and got pregnant by some random guy. At
After she gave birth to her son, Freddie, she left him at our house and disappeared again. My mom gave up her career as a financial advisor so she could take care of the baby, even though she was making good money, while my stepdad kept his job as a software engineer. I thought it was unfair that my mom was taking care of Freddie because he was Vanessa's baby. My stepdad should have been the one to quit his job. I didn't say anything though because Mom seemed to enjoy raising Freddie. But then my mom got cancer, and she spent months inside the hospital. That's why I had to drop out of high school to look after her and Vanessa's son. I was so pissed at Vanessa. I mean, even though she wasn't living with us anymore, she was still ruining my life. Meanwhile, my stepdad couldn't cope with my mom being sick, and he fell into a deep depression and started drinking instead of going to work. He lost his job as a software engineer, and suddenly we couldn't afford to live in our house anymore. Instead, we moved into a small, one-bed apartment, and it was all Vanessa's fault. 6 months later, my mom passed away. It was the closest I ever came to giving up on her. I'd lost the only person who truly cared about me. And then Vanessa decided to move back in with us because she had nowhere else to stay. But when I asked her to look after Freddie, she refused. That's when I lost her. I screamed at her to take some responsibility, but she only laughed and told me to take a chill pill. The next morning, Vanessa was gone again, and so was all of my mom's jewelry. Mom didn't have much, but that jewelry was important to her. She wanted me to have it. It was worth only $2,000, but I would never have sold it. It was all I had left from my mom. That's when I had enough. I decided to move out and find my own place. My stepdad still hadn't found another job, so he could take care of his grandson. I felt bad for abandoning Freddie. I cried as I gave him one last cuddle before leaving. That kid was in for a tough life with a mother like Vanessa, but I wasn't willing to sacrifice my life for this broken family